Hey everybody, Ryan here at eTrailer. Today on our 2012 GMC Sierra 1500, we're going to be showing you how to install the Aries Oval tube steps. These ones are polished stainless steel, but they're also available in black powder coat if you find to like that style a little bit better. But before we jump into the install, let's take a minute, check these out, and make sure they're going to work for you. This set is going to kind of remind me of just your classic tube steps, you know, at least that's what I think of when I hear that word. They look decent, and probably the first thing that I noticed is they're definitely going to be functional. All right, so they come out quite a ways, you know, they're not sticking way out to where they look funny or anything, but they're definitely going to give you a good footing when you go to get in and out of the truck, which for something like this, it's probably most important, right? So you open up that door, you got quite a bit of space there, you know, to get your foot on and get yourself a good grip while you're getting in and out of your truck. As far as the appearance goes, you know, to me, they don't really stand out. You know, in my opinion, they're not going to make or break the truck by any means. If, you know, they're kind of a good mix of functionality and not really being too noticeable. So if that's what you're looking for, excellent. You know, if you're wanting something more for aesthetics, there's tons of other different you know, styles of running boards and Nerf bars out there. Personally, the ones that I like for aesthetics are more the running board type. They set up a little bit higher and tighter, but you lose some of that functionality. So it's just going to depend on what you're going for there. Like I said, these are polished stainless, so they should hold up pretty well, you know, long term in inclement weather and, you know, salty roads in the wintertime and things like that. The powder coated black ones, you know, might be better for you if you live in a drier environment or, you know, something like that. Or if you just like the looks of them better, it's really just going to depend on what you're trying to go with and what you think matches your truck the best. Speaking on the longevity, one thing I did notice that should really help out a lot is that the whole tube is actually sealed. So the end caps here are all sealed. There's really no openings, you know, with the exception of where you put your bolts to bolt these on. And when you do that, it's going to be sealed up. So that should help out a lot. I know I've seen, you know, some older trucks come in, and a lot of times these will rot from the inside out from mud and stuff getting thrown up inside of the tube. So having everything enclosed should definitely help out with the lifespan of these. When it comes to these Nerf bars or tube steps, whatever you want to call them, the majority of them kind of fall in between that 3 to 5 inch diameter, so how wide they're going to be. These are right in the middle. You kind of get that good happy medium of looks and functionality. So these are going to have a 4-inch wide foot plate, I guess you could call it here. And it's flat and does have some tread marks in there too to, you know, be able to get that sure footing you're looking for. Something I do want to mention too, because I feel like this happens quite often. So these are going to be custom fit to your truck, right? And whether you have an extended cab, a crew cab, a regular cab, that information is going to matter. So if you end up deciding to go with these, make sure to use our drop-down menu in our fit guide and, you know, enter in the right information, because, you know, if you have a crew cab and get, you know, extended cab boards, probably not going to work. So just wanted to mention that way you make sure you get what you need, get the right stuff the first time. But other than that, at the end of the day, I mean, a good all-around set of Nerf bars. You know, they look decent, functionality's great, they fit pretty good. You know, the brackets are custom fit, so really can't ask for too much more. As far as the installation goes, really not too bad at all. You know, everything kind of just bolts up, to be honest with you. So hopefully our video here will get you going in the right direction and make it even easier on you. But if you'd like to see how it's done, feel free to hang around. We'll go ahead and I'll put these on together now. To begin our installation, we're going to be here on starting on the driver's side of our truck, and we're going to be mounting up our brackets, which on the driver's side it'll be all this style of bracket. We're going to have 3 mounting locations. One towards the front, one more in the middle, and then one closer to the back of the truck. But we'll go ahead and start with the one up here towards the front. So we're going to be using this tab here, and then there's a hole in our frame but there's a rubber plug there. You're going to pop that rubber plug out. And some trucks might have a factory weld nut in there. If it does, you know, you can just use that. If it doesn't, you can take one of these clips that they give you, work that in like that. Then you're also going to put one of the clips like so. And then you take your bracket, and this is going to sit up there like this. All right, so you're going to use a bolt and then put on a split lock washer and then a flat washer. And just get these started hand tight. So I went ahead and got our second and third bracket mounted up the exact same way that we did the front one. Second one is just going to be located, you see this big body mount, it's going to be located just in front of that. And then the third one, that's going to be located right here. So kind of right where the floor of our truck kind of starts to bend a little bit. That's where that's going to be mounted up. But with this side complete, we can now move over to our passenger side. The passenger side, I got a couple of our brackets going. The one in the very back is going to be identical to the ones that we did on the driver's side. However, the one in the middle and the very front one are going to be a little bit different style. So we'll walk you through and show you how to do this type now. So again, we'll use those pieces that kind of snap in there. And then you have this bracket, which you'll line up. And with these, you're going to take your bolt, your split lock washer, and your flat washer. And my mistake there, I grabbed the wrong size one because you get some bigger ones and some thinner ones. I'm going to use the thinner ones there. So I'll just thread right in. And then this weld nut up top here, that's going to line up with the hole there in our pinch weld and line up with the hole on this other part of the bracket. And with these, you use a little bit thicker bolts with the split lock washer and a flat washer. And that's just going to run up and thread in. So you'll do the same exact setup, you know, for that bracket in the middle, and then like we talked about, the one in the very back will be the same deal as the driver's side. Moving back to the other side here, we can grab our step, and with these, they are going to be side specific. So, you know, make sure you have the right one, and to be able to tell that, there's some threaded weld nuts in the bottom of the step, so it should line up with the holes in our bracket. So from here on out, you know, anything we do to one side, we'll do to the other. It'll be essentially the same. We'll carefully set that up there and line them up. And then you're going to take the thicker bolts, put on a split lock washer and a flat washer. You'll have 2 per bracket. And we'll just get all of these started hand tight. With everything in place and hand tight, we can start to snug everything up. So I like to start with the ones on the bottom first, you know, beginning in the middle here, working our way out. And we'll use a 13mm socket. The middle, then the sides. And then when we're done with that, we'll come back and do the same technique to do our bolts up at the top. What you can do now is tighten down the step to the brackets. And this is kind of just personal preference, you know, if you want to tilt it downward some or inward, whatever the case may be. I'm just going to use this small level here to get it square. That way each side can kind of match up. And we'll come through with a 16mm and just snug up all the hardware holding the brackets to the step. Again, starting from the middle, working our way out here. Once you're happy with everything, you can come back with a torque wrench and tighten down all the hardware to the amount specified in the instructions. And that'll finish up our look at and our installation of the Aries Oval tube steps on our 2012 GMC Sierra 1500.